For thousands of years, his name echoed in silence. Gilgamesh, hero, demigod, and possibly the oldest recorded king in human history. But who was he really? A myth born from imagination? A historical ruler whose legacy was nearly erased? Or something far more mysterious? Long before the Bible was written, long before Homer's Odyssey inspired generations, there existed one of the earliest stories mankind ever recorded, the Epic of Gilgamesh. Inscribed on ancient clay tablets thousands of years old, this epic tale tells of gods, monsters, a great flood, and a desperate quest for immortality. It is the oldest surviving piece of literature known to humanity. Yet buried deep within this ancient story are whispers. Whispers of lost civilizations, forgotten knowledge, and secrets that challenge our entire understanding of history. Welcome to Numen Arcanis. Join us as we journey into the cradle of civilization, where myth and history converge to uncover the truth about Gilgamesh, the forgotten king of the gods. Who was Gilgamesh? Really, the tablets speak clearly of Gilgamesh, king of the ancient city of Uruk, ruling over Sumeria more than 4,000 years ago. He was no ordinary king, described as 2/3 god and 1/3 man. Gilgamesh was a being of immense strength, wisdom, and ambition. The texts portray him as a builder of great walls and cities, a conqueror of monstrous creatures, and a ruler who dared to challenge the gods themselves. This blend of divine and mortal qualities paints him as a mythic figure, a larger-than-life hero standing at the dawn of human civilization. But here's the enduring mystery. Unlike many mythical figures relegated purely to legend, there is significant evidence suggesting that Gilgamesh may have been a real person. His name appears on ancient Sumerian king lists, and archaeology has confirmed the existence of the city of Uruk, one of the world's first urban centers, matching the tablet's descriptions. In fact, the remains of Uruk lie in modern-day Iraq, where extensive archaeological digs have revealed walls, temples, and artifacts that resonate with the epic's accounts. Even more intriguing, in 2003, a team of German archaeologists using ground-penetrating radar along the Euphrates River announced the discovery of what could be the Tomb of Gilgamesh, a large buried structure matching the ancient descriptions of his resting place. Why would a mere myth have a physical tomb? And why, despite such a potentially groundbreaking find, is the modern world so silent about this discovery? Is it possible that Gilgamesh was not just legend, but a real king whose story was too powerful, too revealing, and ultimately buried beneath the sands of time? The quest for immortality. One of the most captivating parts of the Epic of Gilgamesh is the hero's relentless quest for eternal life. The story unfolds after the death of Gilgamesh's closest companion, Enkidu, a wild man created by the gods to challenge him. Enkidu's death leaves Gilgamesh shattered and consumed by the fear of his own mortality. Driven by grief and desperation, Gilgamesh embarks on a journey across desolate deserts, treacherous mountains, and distant lands to find Utnapishtim, a figure who survived a cataclysmic flood and was granted immortality by the gods. This flood narrative is strikingly similar to the biblical story of Noah's Ark, yet the Gilgamesh epic predates the Bible by centuries. The parallels suggest that these ancient stories share a common origin, or that one inspired the other. Utnapishtim reveals to Gilgamesh a secret. There exists a plant at the bottom of the sea that can restore youth and grant eternal life. Gilgamesh retrieves the plant, only for it to be stolen by a serpent as he rests, echoing the age-old symbol of the snake stealing or guarding the secret to immortality. How fascinating is it that such a powerful symbol, a serpent connected to eternal life, repeats itself in stories separated by thousands of years and continents? Some researchers propose that this isn't just myth, but a record of ancient spiritual or scientific knowledge. Could it be that long-lost civilizations had insights into life extension, consciousness, or even genetics that modern science is only beginning to understand? Was Gilgamesh's quest a symbolic tale about human nature, or a cryptic account of real knowledge that was deliberately hidden? Evidence in Iraq, archaeology, or censorship? In 2003, a remarkable discovery near the Euphrates River sparked intense curiosity and raised profound questions about history and archaeology. A German archaeological team employed advanced ground-penetrating radar technology to survey the region, uncovering buried structures that appeared to match descriptions found in ancient tablets of Gilgamesh's tomb. Their findings included the outlines of an extensive canal system, remnants of ancient temples, and a sarcophagus-shaped chamber believed to be the final resting place of the legendary king. Yet, following this exciting breakthrough, an unexpected and puzzling silence fell over the discovery. There was no widespread international media coverage, no comprehensive academic publications, and no further expeditions to explore the site. This sudden drop-off in attention left many wondering why such a potentially groundbreaking find was seemingly forgotten. Many attribute this silence to the ongoing military conflicts in Iraq at the time, which rendered the area unsafe and restricted access to archaeological teams. However, some conspiracy theories propose a deeper explanation, that the discovery may have revealed evidence challenging established narratives about human history, religion, and the origins of civilization, and as a result, it was deliberately suppressed. Imagine if undeniable proof existed that Gilgamesh was not merely a mythological figure, but a real person, one who was even described in the tablets as a direct descendant of the gods. Such a revelation could upend long-held beliefs about humanity's past and our place in the universe. Could Gilgamesh's tomb hold artifacts, ancient technology, or hidden knowledge powerful enough to rewrite history books? This possibility might explain the unusual silence surrounding the discovery, the abrupt disappearance of news from headlines, and the reluctance of authorities to permit further excavation. The truth may be buried deep beneath the sands of Uruk, but it is far from lost, waiting patiently for the day it will finally emerge into the light. The Giant Among Kings. The Epic of Gilgamesh offers more than a simple portrayal of a king. It depicts a figure of extraordinary stature both physically and spiritually, unlike any ordinary human being. Ancient Mesopotamian art frequently features towering figures adorned with braided beards, eagle wings, and accompanied by lions. These elements symbolize strength, divinity, and protection, and Gilgamesh is often shown with such powerful imagery. This leads to a compelling question. Were these depictions merely symbolic, or could they be remnants of ancient memories about a race of giants, beings who were part human, part divine, whose immense power played a crucial role in shaping the earliest civilizations on Earth? Stories of giants appear throughout many cultures' mythologies around the world. In the Bible, the Nephilim are described as giant beings living before the Great Flood. Greek mythology speaks of the Titans, colossal entities of immense strength who ruled before the Olympian gods took power. Norse legends recount the Jotnar, giants frequently at odds with the gods, but possessing vast knowledge and power. Across these diverse stories, giants are consistently connected to ancient wisdom, overwhelming strength, and often tragic downfalls. What if Gilgamesh was not merely a mythic hero, but actually the last surviving member of this giant race? Or perhaps he was one among many, guardians or rulers from an age long forgotten by history and mainstream scholarship. Intriguingly, modern genetic and anthropological research has, at times, uncovered unusual skeletal remains and physical anomalies that some interpret as evidence of giants living in ancient times. If the tomb beneath Uruk does indeed hold Gilgamesh, it might also contain others like him, potentially bridging the gap between myth and science. Such a discovery could open a lost chapter of human prehistory and profoundly alter our understanding of civilization's origins, the forgotten key to humanity. The Epic of Gilgamesh is much more than an ancient story. It is a profound mirror reflecting humanity's eternal struggle with mortality, meaning, and the desire to be remembered beyond death. Some scholars argue the epic is a roadmap, pointing to hidden truths encoded in ancient languages, lost cities, and buried relics scattered across the globe. Gilgamesh's story asks vital questions. Why do myths about great floods, divine beings, and quests for eternal life repeat across cultures separated by thousands of miles and years? What knowledge was lost during ancient cataclysms that might explain these universal stories? Did mankind once walk alongside gods or godlike beings, sharing knowledge and technology now forgotten? As our world awakens to ancient mysteries, the story of Gilgamesh invites us to look deeper, to question accepted history, and to embrace the unknown. Perhaps the reason his tale was buried in silence was because humanity was not ready for its implications. But today, in an age hungry for truth, it is time to rediscover Gilgamesh. If this story has sparked your imagination, and you believe that truth may be hidden within legend, then you're in the right place. If you want to explore deeper into the mysteries of lost civilizations, forgotten kings, and ancient technologies, make sure to subscribe to Numen Arcanis. This is only the beginning. Countless more secrets and mysteries are waiting to be uncovered in the shadows of history. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss an update. Share your theories in the comments and join the community of fellow truth seekers. Share this video with others who crave the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning. The journey into the past is just getting started.